everyone, I'm Izzy and I want to talk with you today about something very important. Incident reporting. I live with a disability and rely on your support every day, so it's crucial that you understand exactly what needs to be reported, how to do it, and why it matters to me personally and to the entire agency. When you're working with me or anyone else receiving services, you need to be aware of anything that could harm us or put our safety and well-being at risk. This is not just about big emergencies. Sometimes small things can lead to serious problems if they're not reported. For example, any kind of abuse must be reported immediately. Abuse can look different. It might be someone physically hurting me, like hitting or using restraints without permission, but it can also be less obvious, like saying cruel or threatening things that make me afraid or upset. It includes any sexual activity that is forced or without consent, or if someone is taking advantage of me in ways that are harmful. Abuse doesn't only come from staff. It could come from a family member, a roommate, or anyone I interact with. Neglect is another serious issue. If I'm not getting the care I need, maybe someone forgets to give me medicine, or doesn't provide enough food, or leaves me alone when I need supervision. That's neglect. It also includes situations where my living space isn't clean or safe, or if important medical supplies aren't available as outlined in my support plan. Neglect may not always be intentional, but it still puts me at risk. Another thing to watch for is exploitation. This happens when someone uses my money, my belongings, or my identity without permission, often for their own gain. Even if it doesn't cause physical harm, it's a violation of my rights and trust. Sometimes conflicts happen between people I live with or receive services with. If one person hurts another and causes injury, even if it was an accident, you must report it. It's important so that we can prevent future harm. In the worst case, if there is a death, whether expected or unexpected, that must be reported immediately. If a death seems connected to a crime, law enforcement must be notified too. You also need to report if the place where I live or receive services has problems that could hurt me, like structural issues, fires, or anything else that makes the environment unsafe. If I leave without supervision or go missing and no one knows where I am, that's an urgent issue that needs to be reported right away so I can be found and protected. If you witness or become aware of criminal activity involving me, staff, or others, you must report that too, especially if it affects my care or happens where I am receiving services. Medical emergencies, injuries with unknown causes, medication errors, or the use of physical restraints or certain behavior-related medications are also reportable incidents. Even if you're not sure if it qualifies, it's better to report than to wait. If I'm in immediate danger, call 911 first. After that, report the incident to your supervisor, the Human Resources Department, and the management team here at Intrinsic Motivational Behavioral. For suspected abuse or neglect, you are also required to report to Adult or Child Protective Services, APS-CPS. All incidents must be reported within 24 hours using the official forms through the BDDS electronic system or by email fax if needed. Your report should clearly describe what happened, who was involved, and what actions were taken to keep me safe. When you report incidents, you help keep me safe and respected. It shows that you care about my well-being and are committed to protecting my rights. Without reporting, problems might continue or get worse, and I could be hurt again. Failing to report isn't just a mistake. It can have serious consequences for you, the company, and most importantly, for me. If something bad happens because a report wasn't made, you could be held personally responsible. The company could face legal penalties, lose funding or licenses, and in the worst cases, criminal charges could be filed. Not reporting can also lead to job termination, so it's crucial you understand your responsibilities and act immediately when you see or suspect something. Your immediate supervisor or manager, Human Resources Department at Intrinsic Motivational Behavioral, Adult or Child Protective Services, APS-CPS, for abuse or neglect. The Bureau of Developmental Disabilities Services, BDDS, through the BQIS reporting system. Always call 911 first if it's an emergency. You play a vital role in my safety and well-being. When you see or suspect anything that could harm me, no matter how small it seems, report it immediately and accurately. Your reports protect me, help improve services, and keep the company compliant with state and federal laws. Thank you for your commitment and care.